Alright, so we got a project going here today. We are going to make the driveway bigger. So basically we're going to use the skid loader to dig it out, and then we're going to bring some fill stone in. You can see where I've mowed. This mowed area is where the driveway is going to go. We've also got it some orange paint down there. You probably can't see it, but as the day progresses, I will show you the progress. Good looking topsoil. I watch a lot of YouTube videos of different parts of the country, and one thing I notice is soil. And fortunately here we don't have a lot of rocks in the soil. We just have good black topsoil. Underneath the topsoil, obviously, we have clay, and that's the intention with the digging, is to get rid of the topsoil and get down to the clay. Now, we're not going to use standard gravel to fill this in. We're going to use slag, a byproduct of molten metal. So as things progress, you'll obviously see that. We're picking up the culvert pipe now. It's a 20-footer, 10-inch, double-walled. That's the facility there where we picked it up. We're going to strap it down and head back to our construction site. A little update. The area that's mowed is the area we're removing the topsoil from. I'm going to get the Kubota out with the tiller, start tilling up some of this dirt. We're filling in some of the low spots with the extra topsoil. This is what the driveway is looking like so far. Skid loaders have a way of making it look easy. Okay, let me fire up the Kubota, get another piece of equipment going here. the slag has arrived. We've got skid loader. We're spreading it now. They call these 7 to 9s, pretty good sized chunks. That's going to be the base. And again, if you are not familiar with the term, slag is a byproduct of smelted metal. These piles here are the top dressing, and back here are more of the base, the larger stuff. And obviously there will be more coming as the truck continues to bring it. Here we have the tree trimmers are in the neighborhood, and we're getting some free mulch, which is always nice. I should get a few more piles of this before it's all said and done. It's been all rototillered up and spread around. There'll actually be some more topsoil before it's all said and done. We decided that we're going to make the parking lot bigger, and it's going to be incorporated into the driveway project, but we'll show you how that goes as it occurs. by the looks of things, we're going to need at least 2 more loads of the larger stuff. But this is today's accomplishment. It's looking pretty good. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm filming this portion of the driveway expansion in my office because two things have occurred. One, it's extremely windy out there, and two, it's in the 30s, so it's getting a little bit cold. So what I'll do is I'll talk to you a little bit about what we've done. Obviously the video shows it. Most importantly is the slag, which is a byproduct of molten metal, which comes from Marion, Ohio. I went with the slag for a couple different reasons. Before I did that, I watched several YouTube videos pertaining to slag, and obviously there was opinions both ways. Probably the biggest reason I went with the slag is one, weeds and stuff like that does not grow in it because it's not really soil, so it's going to cut down on the amount of Roundup it takes to keep the driveway looking good. And the way I understand it, once the slag packs down, it gets very, very firm. And I spoke with a gentleman that actually had to take a backhoe and dig some of it out, and he said it broke apart in big chunks. So I like that aspect of it. With that being said, the expansion, there was actually a little bit of a gap in the video because of getting materials here and so on and so on. So I'm going to take you out now and we'll do a walk around of the final look of the driveway. Alright, in the background there you can see more of that wood chips I'm getting from the guys that are trimming the trees around the power lines. That pile has actually grown quite a bit since the last video. I believe there's only one or two small piles. Some of it I moved with the skid loader so they can get in there and dump more. But anyhow, that's a project in itself that we'll let that compost down, and that makes really good topsoil. Now over here you see the tile that goes underneath the driveway. That did not get installed during the recent project, but I'll get a track hoe in here and dig a portion of the driveway out and install that culvert pipe. The driveway came out pretty nice, actually. In the background there you can see that topsoil that we rototillered earlier. In the spring I will till that one or two more times, get it leveled a little bit better, and plant grass seed. We had talked earlier in the video about expanding some parking over here. That did not happen because it got too wet, and I did not want to get everything mudded up and rutted up, so that project will be postponed. As this settles and gets packed in, I will put another coat of the finer screeding on top and level it one more time. And you can see here on the edges that we have some voids. I'll get those filled in. And as we walk around here, we're coming back to the existing driveway. the existing driveway, you come in from the road down there, and it used to be you went straight back, and now we have the additional driveway. And the reason for that is so the bigger trucks can come in and loop around. Sometimes we have so many vehicles back here getting repaired that the parking lot gets a little bit crowded. This way the bigger trucks don't have to try and figure out how they're going to turn around once they get in here. This tree here, I'm going to come out here later today and cut some of these branches off so that when you're coming down the driveway, these limbs do not obstruct your view when you turn to come down this portion of the driveway. With that being said, that's been a pretty good sized project. Nice to have another one under your belt. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe and like my channel, and I'll continue to make videos.